Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again for the final episode of Steven Universe Future. Last time on Steven Universe Future, we had I Am My Monster, where Steven became a kaiju. And it was the culmination of all his emotional turmoil, and everyone was there, and they were trying to figure out how can they help him. And they were starting to blame themselves for what was happening. But Connie was luckily like, hey, we need to, we can't make this about ourselves. This is about Steven. We need to help him. We need to help him the way he helped us. And they all did. They all went in, gave him a big hug and reassured him and told him, hey, we're here for you, And he reverted back to his normal Steven self, and that was that. This is the final episode of Steven Universe ever. And I imagine that this episode is just a resolution episode. Well, just a resolution episode, yeah. I imagine it's a resolution episode and a complete send-off for the show. So, yeah. This has been an interesting ride, I have to say, and I am very curious to see how it all ends. So yeah, with that being said, we might as well get right into this episode of Steven Universe Future. Here we go. Here we are in the future, and it's bright. See, now this intro applies.
I basically told everyone in Beach City, plus my dad, but I haven't told the Gems yet.
You gotta tell them!
Yeah.
I know, I just have no idea how they're gonna take it. They've been so protective of me these last few months since my meltdown.
Oh.
I wonder if there's a way I can let them down easy.
It's been a few months, huh?
Whoa, Cookie Cat!
I thought they stopped making them.
They did, so I made my own.
Oh,
you
cool.
can kind of tell.
Yeah. Well,
Cookie Cat!
He's a pet for your tummy.
Cookie
that's
Cat!
a throwback.
He's super duper yummy.
Cookie Cat!
He left his family behind.
That's right. He did leave his family behind. I decided to move out. Don't worry about me. I have a very comprehensive plan to visit all 39 states before I decide where to settle
39?
down. And I can still video chat my new therapist while I'm on the road.
Therapist, thank God!
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow?
Oh, so soon. Well, all human adolescents need to seize their independence eventually.
They have to be cool with it.
Yeah, bud.
He's moving out.
You what?
Oh.
What's the problem, Steven? Are you mad at me?
It's not good.
Of course I'm not mad at you.
Oh.
Then don't leave!
Oh my gosh, they're not cool about it.
I get it, Bismuth. How about I build you a nice vacation house just outside of Little
They're
Home
so
World?
mad.
Listen to me,
Oh.
Steven. You can't run away from yourself. Wherever you go, you'll be there. Trust me. I know.
He's not running away from himself.
Come on, it's okay.
Aww.
I want you to have this.
His old shirt.
Very own Steven shirt?
Be the Steven you want to see in the world.
Aww.
What the? 142 pieces? 60 crayons? 24 oil pastels? It even has watercolors?
Do you like it?
I love it.
Aww.
Stay back, Steven.
Bismuth, I can't think of
Oh.
anyone who's more of a crystal gem than you. So please take this.
The flag.
The original crystal gem flag.
Oh, Steven.
I'm gonna use my tears to make a watercolor painting of you.
Peridot, Lapis, Bismuth, I love you.
Aww. This is what he thought he was gonna get out of the gems.
I'm coming with you. Jasper, I'm going alone. Then who
Well.
will protect you? I can protect myself.
Yeah. You weren't there with the monster. Aww.
Farewell, my diamond.
Bye, Jasper.
Oh, you used your future vision, saw that everything would be fine, and told the gems not to worry about me. That's it, right?
Nope.
Steven, I don't need future vision to know that you're gonna be fine. Besides, part of the fun of leaving is figuring it out on your own.
Yeah. She knows that. Oh, that's funny.
It's all yours. I want you to move in.
Oh.
Don't you think it's a little ritzy for me?
Try to bed, Dad.
Ritzy.
Whoa. Steven, I don't think I can get up.
I knew you'd like it.
I guess the gems are gonna swap one universe for another, huh? You know,
They're not gonna like that.
be settling down. It makes the kind of karmic sense I just can't resist.
Bye, Connie. See you soon.
Text me when you get to that bed and breakfast.
Bye, Steven.
What's wrong with you guys? Aren't you sad I'm leaving?
Oh man, I can't take this anymore.
Oh.
We were trying to be strong for you.
Yeah.
Pearl agrees.
Pearl agrees. Aww.
I'd be overjoyed to plan your wedding. In fact, I've already planned over 363 versions of it.
Of course you did. Oh.
We love you, Steven.
I love you too.
Aww.
Check your left rear tire before you hit the desert.
Tuh.
Not serious. It could be trouble if left unchecked.
Later, brah.
Just a little time.
Oh. This is the credits. The credits are him leaving. You clever bastards. Oh, it's been the credits this whole time. Don't start the next episode. Wait, don't start the next episode. Okay, we're good. Those clever bastards. It was the credits this whole time. It was a message. Oh my gosh. And so was the title cards. The title cards are him driving away. Ah, those clever bastards. That's a good ending. That's a good ending. He's moving out. Honestly, it's what Greg said a few episodes back. He needs to go see the world, you know? He's moving out to start his own adventure. And he's going to visit all 39 states before he settles on one to live in. That's a good ending. That's a good ending. Oh my gosh. And here, the last note I took, I was going to put the end, but no, it's the future. That was really good. That was really good. And it's exactly what I needed. It's probably what we all needed too. Oh my gosh. Again, I don't think I'm gonna get into a huge philosophical discussion on this episode, but we are going to go through the notes and we'll wrap this up. The first thing I wrote down is months later. So it's been a few months since the last episode where he, as he put it, he had his full meltdown. It's a few months later. He's doing a lot better. And he's doing a lot better, and he's ready to move on with his life. And I like that he said the gems have been overprotective of him for the past few months. That makes sense. And he's moving out. He needs to... It is honestly what Greg said. He needs to find his own path. Now, unlike Greg, who, completely abandoned his parents and really never saw them again, Steven will, keep up with all his friends and family. He'll keep up with the gems, with Greg, with Connie, with Lars and everyone. He's going to go meet up with Sadie and Shep at one point. So he is going to meet up with... He's going to keep in touch with people. Basically, it is the difference between him and Greg, But I do like that this is what Greg said, You need to go out there. Go out into the world and discover yourself. So yeah, he's moving out. I do like, because he was expecting... Oh, first off, I love the callback to... Was it episode 1? I don't think it was actually episode 1. I can look it up. Misspelled it. Turn the volume down. Bop. What was the first episode? Not the pilot. Let's not talk about the pilot. The first episode was Gem Glow. Yes. That's it. It was Cookie Cat. All right. I couldn't remember if that was the actual first episode because back then I think the ordering was, I think it was aired out of order, but that is the first episode. I love the callback to the first episode. I think that's really good. The callback to the first episode is great, with Cookie Cat, and then relating it to him, I thought that was really good. And it is interesting, that it's like, okay, the gems, they're not crying, they're like, all right, good luck. They're not crying. It's like, okay, that's weird. I love that when he goes to, again, the B team, as I call them, when he goes to them, they are so upset and they are crying, Bismuth is concerned. Peridot is sad. Lapis is angry. Oh, I love that. And, and then giving them all the gifts, giving Peridot his original shirt, and then giving Lapis all the coloring stuff, and then giving Bismuth the crystal gem flag. Oh, it's all great. And then them just losing it, I thought that was really good and funny too. Even Lapis saying, it's like, I'll use my tears to make watercolor paint for you. It's like, aw, it's so funny and amazing. Oh, and by the way, when he mentioned this, when he talked about this to the Crystal Gem, I was like, don't worry, everything will be fine. I'm going to be video messaging my therapist. It's like, oh, thank God. Thank God the kid finally is a therapist. Yay, like that was what has everyone been saying this whole season. Everyone has said this. It's been the running joke almost for this entire season is Steven needs a therapist. Finally, Steven got a therapist. And he's going to make sure that he keeps video calling his therapist. Oh my gosh, thank God. Thank God he has a therapist. They had to have thrown that line, because there was only a line. They must have thrown that line in just because of how much everyone was talking about the fact that Steven needed therapy. So, thank God. I love that. The kid finally got a therapist. I wrote down round 2. He tried to get the gems to cry a second time, you know? So he gave all his game consoles to Amethyst, and she's immediately like, yeah, I'm going to delete all your save files and beat your high scores and stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh. You know, he gives Pearl the ukulele, and she's like, oh, thanks. Thump. All right. And that's it. And it was like, all right. And Garnet, it's like, Garnet, I planned your wedding. I'd love for you to plan mine in the future. And she's like, okay, I will. And that's that. And it's like, and I like him even saying, it's like, okay, you must have looked into the future, saw that everything was okay, and told the gems not to worry. And it's like, no, she didn't. She saw into the future, but still. She saw into the future, but that's not exactly what she came to, basically. So yeah, round 2 did not work. But the whole reason for this was because they were staying strong. They were staying strong because there was one possible timeline where if they showed their tears, Steven would end up staying. So, but he will still go. And I love them just completely bursting into tears about this, you know? And I love because, again, with Garnet, you know, it shows sometimes, you know, that there are two sides to her demeanor. It's that, you know, when just the tears burst and then they just roll in, and it's like, we were trying to be strong. It's like there's still there's still that calm Sapphire demeanor. We were trying to be strong. Meanwhile, just tears everywhere. I do love that. Even though, yes, obviously, you know, Sapphire would be crying about this. I'm sure that it's not just Ruby, but it's both of them. But I love still keeping Sapphire's calm demeanor about it. It's like, we were trying to be strong. So, and I did like that. I like that Garnet has already planned over 300 different possible weddings that he could have. That's funny. That was really funny. And I do like, you know, sayings like, you know, no matter what timeline, we're always in that timeline with you, which is good, you know, because that's the thing, you know, I was kind of thinking like, you know, when he was like, I may never see you again. It's like, what the fuck? Just drive back at some point, you know, just come back on a break or something. Like, what the fuck? Why do you have to install a warp gate in whatever house you end up in? Like, why would you never come back, you know? But yeah, but they will visit him at the very least in whatever of the 39 states he's chosen. Which that's also funny. Is there's 39 states. You know, fucking gems, different timelines. So that was really good. And then them all crying at the end was really good. And yeah, he's on his way. He's on his way, and as soon as the lyrics kicked in on that song, I immediately was like, this is what they've shown in the credits. This is what because they always show a car driving out of Beach City and it's Steven's car. This is what they've always been showing. And that's also what they've shown in the title cards where, you know, it's that shot of Steven's car leaving. So, man, so that's it. He is off to the future. I'm also glad, like, you know, I don't know if I included this in the reaction or not. Maybe I did, but I also like when they were playing the intro song, I was finally like, oh, this actually applies now that everything's all right. Man, that was a really good ending. That was a really good ending. So he's gonna go out, see the world, but he's gonna keep in touch with everyone, you know. And he will meet up with Connie at some points, too, so. What a ride. What a ride this has been. You know, it is a great show. It has some problems, definitely, but overall it is a good show. And, you know, I reacted to this on a whim. I did. back in December, I was like, oh yeah, the Steven Universe movie that that came out, and it's like, oh well, Steven Universe Future is coming. I was like, well, those are short episodes. I could probably react to those, So I did. I reacted to all those episodes, and that was really fun in December, and then we came back here in March, and things went off the rails, But I had a great time. We've had great discussions in these episodes, and this has been a really great story. I've really enjoyed it. It's really hard to get through, but it was really good and really fun, and I'm glad I reacted to this. I'm glad that we could watch this together. I know I'm getting emotional now. I'm getting all sappy about this. I'm not crying, no, but I've really enjoyed this. I'm kind of sad that it's over. It's like, oh, I want to react to more Steven Universe, but this is it. I've seen it all, I've seen it all. So this is it. This is the end. That was a really good episode to end us on. And like I said last time, it's like this was a resolution episode. But it needed to be. We needed to have the resolution. So. And this is a lot better than what I originally thought was the series finale with episode 10. Back when I was under the impression that was the series finale, like an idiot. And, I was like, oh, this weird avant-garde, crazy finale. It's like, no, this is what we needed. We needed a proper send-off, And I'm glad for it. I'm exhausted. I still have to record Sherlock today, so I'm really going to be exhausted by the end of that. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot else I can talk about. This was a great episode. This was a great season. I really, really enjoyed this, and I'm happy that I recorded it all, and I'm glad that you guys were here with me for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. See you there. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to go back and rewatch all of my Steven Universe videos, starting with the movie, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon, follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.